been here 10 days now. Can you reflect upon those 10 days? What was the difference between when you arrived and where you are now?
Well, I arrived a bit broken-hearted, and a bit broken, and felt like a lot of things in the life that I left behind were really not working for me. And the 10 days that I've had here already feel like I'm just soaking it in. I definitely feel healthier in my mind, borderline on my body at the moment. I'm aching in strange places, but I'm feeling fitter, if a little bit achier. My mind is much quieter. I feel like I'm a part of something that has a purpose. That isn't like, so many jobs are so shit, man. Like, so many jobs feel like sending emails or doing something that's not worth it. And I've been a teacher a lot of my life, and I love teaching. I love teaching when it feels like I'm passing something on that somebody can use. In recent times, I've had a lot of experiences of teaching that has felt like a setup. I felt like the students were set up, I felt like I was set up, and I didn't enjoy the process, and I didn't really get to see the end result or product, or have any faith that they were going to be better equipped to deal with the world as a result of the teaching that I'd done, which felt very sad to me. And I really had the thought of, like, well, I've done that for 27 years of my life. I'm 60. What am I going to do now? Like, what can I do? I can't. I feels like it's too late to retrain to do another career. But I didn't really want a career anyway. And, it sounds such a corny thing to say, lifestyle. Oh, it's a different lifestyle. But there's a part of me that you've probably noticed is, like, naturally a little bit cynical about hippiness, or that, well, we probably share that for slightly different reasons. And there's another side of me that I absolutely embrace it and soak it in. So I do feel different. I feel not just different after 10 days here. I feel permanently changed by being here for 10 days. I mean, it's easy to say because things wear off. But just having the experience of being in something that I feel like moving some mud around feels like it's got a purpose. Yeah, it's a beautiful, amazing thing you've set up here, Adam. I feel really pleased to be part of it.
And what about your connection with other people here?
Yeah, it's like I had a terrible situation before I left the UK where a job ended really suddenly, and I lost my connection with a lot of people that I would have at least liked to have said goodbye to. And the first 2 or 3 people that left here, even in the first week that I was here, really triggered me into this, like, there's almost no point in opening up and letting people in because they're just going to go again. And I do feel like that's already changed. I do feel more able to accept, I don't know about intimacy, but, like, well, it is an intimate thing. Intimacy is, I've been taught by previous teachers, is into me see. And there's something about working like this that's very bonding. Like, it doesn't really involve a lot of chatting a lot of the time. And I do feel close to all of the people that I work with on this quite quickly, and sad when they go. And yeah, I do feel more okay with it that they go already. So I don't really know what that means. Trying to avoid doing the old go with the flow cliche. So many things, when I externalize them, feel like it's a platitude or a cliche. But yeah, I am learning how to go with the flow.
because those cliches are very much based on life, aren't they? Really, they can be used too often, I suppose. But when you get into the experience of living life fully, it's why those cliches are there, because it's so common and it's so true.
Yeah, and I mean, certainly if you're looking at shamanic wisdom or Taoist wisdom, those things are thousands of years old. They're not really cliches, they're more like maxims, or I suppose what people call memes now that they pass around online and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they were the original memes, weren't they? Just a phrase or something like that from a great teacher. Like Oli always used to say, I'm not interested in you being happy. I'm the pebble in your shoe. I'm that thing that makes you a little bit uncomfortable and challenges where you're coming from. And I've certainly got plenty of pebbles in my bloody shoes here.
One pebble that's in your shoe might be the food. Can you talk about the experience of how we do things slightly differently here?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably have meat with every meal normally before I came here, and I'm eating really beautifully prepared and served vegetarian food. What do I notice from that? I feel very subtly a little bit lighter. I go to the toilet in the morning when I wake up, and then after breakfast at about 9:30, that seems to be it for the day. Possibly once in the evening, but not necessarily. And I don't seem to be snacking in between meals either. I don't feel hungry really at any point. A little bit just before tea time. That's really surprised me, because I could eat a lot of food before. I mean, obviously it doesn't show, but I have been known to eat a lot of food, and I just feel like I've got enough here really without needing anything in between. So that has surprised me. I did enjoy the plate of pork that I had in the tourist cafe yesterday, though.